Okay, we have a 1,500 point battle report for you today. It's been months since I filmed any battle reports. It's been a while now. I have a mixed army. I've got some Jetbikes, Shard of Anaris, trying out some fearlessness there. Warwalkers with Brightlances, 2 units of 8 Warp Spiders, 1 unit of 10 Guardians inside a standard wave Serpent. The big guy with the scatter laser, Suncannon shield, and I've got 2 units of 3 wieners in reserve, ready to take some objectives. I'm facing a beautifully painted Grey Knight army. Look at this gorgeous army over here. Look at this badass over here. These guys are slightly not always big. These 3 over here are actually just regular trooper guys. There's just 3 plasma cannons in the unit. The front guys are just sort of extra meat. Kodiaz is with that unit, making them troops. Objective up here, Emperor's Will. One of these guys, another one of those guys. Unit of guys over there. Unit of guys over there, chilling like villains. Cybolt ammo everywhere. One Calidus assassin ready to come on from the reserve. And I've got my objective over here, hidden behind these guys that are not holding it. And I am going to go first, unless my opponent can steal initiative with Kodiaz gets a reroll. We'll see what happens. He doesn't need a 6. No, reroll. No, not quite. So I am going first. However, night fighting is in effect, so no good for most of us here, but except for the Searchlight ready to kick my butt up there. Look at that. But that's that. So we're on to my psychic powers. What do I have? I have Guide, Prescience, and Forewarning. Pretty happy about that. And my opponent got Prescience, and Misfortune. Awesome power there. Off we go. Off to the races. Here we are. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 1, what happened? First blood was achieved on the guy with the Searchlight. I tasked those guys, got him into 36-inch range. They had Prescience. They also have a 4+ invulnerable save. There's no other real good target for it. I shot them up here, managed to get 1 penetration through, 1 glance. That took him down to 1 hull point. The penetration just immobilized him. And then the vehicle here just fired the shield, because I was 2 inches out of that gun. There's no way I could have moved him in range for the scatter laser to try to fire, but got the shield in there, 3 hits, 1 5+, managed to strip the last hull point off the guy, ignoring cover, because despite the 3, he had a very good save up there. And that was that. Otherwise, these guys shifted around over here. They just stayed put. They shifted a little bit closer, moved normally, then ran, just keeping them there. This guy blasted into here. Scatter laser managed to fluke 1 wound off this guy, and then the 3 blasts took off 1 more wound. So he's down to 2 wounds over here, but he's still ticking. I've spread my bikes up over here, and I'm going to take some return fire this turn, coming from the Grey Knights. Back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 1 for the Grey Knights. Dreadknight says to hell with this, flies in 30 inches, can't assault, but manages to flame here. Only cooks 1 guy, though, gets 4 wounds, but it's AP 4, so we managed to make 3 saves there. Over here, Dreadnought fires into here, manages to put some saves in, but we made all of our saves. I think put 2 saves in only, but we made both the armor saves. So we're making pretty good armor saves here. Otherwise, these guys ran up here with their heavy cannons ready to fire those 3 plasmas. Remember, 3 of them are plasma cannons, 3 of them are just wieners. Kodiaz is chilling on his own back here, unless is he with the unit? He's symbolically. Yeah, he's separated this turn. Okay, those guys just moved up and ran. They decided to start coming towards me over here. We're going to roll for my reserves. My 2 units identical of small Jetbike units. 1 comes on, 1 does not, and we're off to the races. We're going to have to try to put an end to this Dread Knight's existence if we can this turn. On to turn 2. Okay, so we're rounding up top of turn 2. What happened? Prescience. I forgot to mention last turn actually Guide failed. I rolled a 6 and a 5. Prescience and 4+ save last turn. This time Prescience on these guys, 4+ invulnerable. Guide on those guys. Combination of that unit that didn't have rerolls and him melted that entire unit of guys. Just melted them off the board. Those guys fired up into here, couldn't get a single glance or penetration to stick though. His cover saves were too awesome. This guy decided not to fire at the big guy, but rather try to wipe out some of these plasma cannons. I could only see 2 models. 1 regular guy, 1 plasma cannon guy. Managed to kill both of them. Did they have to make a... No, they're fearless, right, those guys? No, they got to make a save, right? Okay, and Kodiaz is not with the unit anymore, right? Okay, so we're going to roll down. These guys just flatted out over here, blew away the Dread Knights, ran 1 inch after, and then, teleported double 1s, lost a guy, only 8 inches, so he ran 1 inch, killed him though, and jutted 10 inches in the assault phase of the jetpacks. So that was pretty much it. We're going to see if they can make their leadership, these guys that are up here, trying to fire plasma cannons there.
Leadership 8?
Yeah, I guess leadership 8. Oh man, they're running. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they're starting to run, but they won't go very far. They got to go down a level and they got to get out there. So we're back with turn 2. Okay, so rounding up bottom of turn 2 for Grey Knights. What happened? Codius joins up with that unit. They rally. Of course, they can't fire their giant lasers because they rallied. But this guy over here fires in here, kills 2 guys. Fearless though, so no check needed. Over here, those guys moved up, ran. They're trying to get into range. Codius, what a badass. Fires his hawk, annihilates 2 of these guys, almost makes them run, but they actually stick it out. That would have been the most perfect moment. Just Codius on his own starts wiping out half the Eldar army. With an eagle, just whipping an eagle at them to beat up the army. Calidus Assassin shows up. Tough decisions to make. Cover saves over here. 4+ invulnerable save. My opponent decided this is where he really wants to do damage. Put some damage into these guys. Unfortunately, his D6 AP2 strength 4 shots only got 2 hits. We made our 1 invulnerable save. We had to. Then he fired his flamer, his leadership flamer. Only actually got 5 pluses, 5 hits. All of them 5 or 6. But I made 3 saves. Only 2 of them died. So actually, just this unit, and they passed their leadership here. So pass leadership, pass leadership. That was pretty much it. Trying to hold on for dear life here. I'm going to see if my last unit comes on. Nope, still off the board, still chilling like a villain. And we're going to try to take care of this guy over here. Back in a bit. Okay, top of turn 3. Reserves didn't come on, but we've called the game here. What happened? These guys flew over here, put some damage in that unit. These guys wiped out Codius and the rest of the unit. He alone wiped out 8 out of that unit. They had some cover in the back there, but I managed to wipe those guys out. These guys here put some damage on the guy on top. These guys came up, and even though they needed 6s because his initiative was so high, we managed to get enough glances through that we killed him. After the 1 penetration over there failed to kill him, but got a point through. Over here, vehicle plus these guys wiped out the Calidus Assassin, so we've just called it there, but man, it was a good storming battle. We sort of stormed into your lines there, and we tried to do our best. But thanks for the battle. Thank you.